the 2025 Social Security COLA, and some new projections. That's the focus of the video. Let's get into it and talk through the details. All right, now in this video, I do want to talk about some new projections that have been released for the 2025 Social Security COLA. Now, yes, I do completely recognize 2025 is a very long time from now. It is a very long time from now, and even the announcements out of the Social Security Administration for the 2025 COLA is still coming in October of this year, which again is still many months from right now as I film this video. However, believe it or not, some projections have been released as far as how much we can anticipate the COLA to be next year for 2025. Now, here's the thing. There's a lot of months between now and then, and we're not even in those critical months right now as far as what it takes to determine how much the COLA is going to be. However, let's quickly look at the details of this projection and see where we headed as far as what they're looking at as of right now in relation to the most recent inflation data that was just released not that long ago. Well, as a result of this, we can start to project as far as how much the COLA may be for next year and what this may look like as far as an increase to monthly benefits. Now remember, we cannot look at the COLA as a raise to our benefits simply because it's not necessarily a raise to our benefits, but rather it's an adjustment based on inflation. Now again, the COLA is one of these things. It's kind of like a love-hate relationship. We love it because it does increase benefits, but at the same time, it actually does not keep up with real inflation. As we've talked about so many times before in other videos, the COLA has fallen behind significantly over the last few years here, especially with this very high inflation. However, the report also goes on to show really quickly that over the last 20 years, the average COLA is 2.6%. That's not very good, right? That is not going to increase benefits substantially. However, the last few years here, benefits have increased pretty substantially because of the COLA, but yet again, inflation has outpaced the actual COLA, as we all recognize. So let me explain really fast here. Remember this, in 2021, the COLA was 1.3%. In 2022, it was 5.9%. 2023, it was 8.7%. And right now for 2024, it is 3.2%, which we are already experiencing as of right now. Now, do you see a little bit of a trend there with the numbers that I just gave you, right? They went up the mountain. They peaked out at 8.7% last year, 2023, and now we are dropping significantly off the other side of the mountain, right? So 1.3, 5.9, 8.7, 3.2, and now here we are. So you can probably anticipate where we are going with these projections as of now, right? Now here's the thing. These are the projections that were released in this report that I do want to bring to your attention here in this video. However, as we get closer to this, as far as the official months, as we break down the details of what the COLA will likely be, obviously I'll bring you that information as we get more information. But we're still very early on in the year right now. We do not have much inflation data to go off of. But again, these are the projections that I want to give you. All right, so let me tell you what this report is now showing. So they are anticipating as of right now, and again, this is not written in stone. Okay, so I want to make that very clear. This is based on the most recent inflation data and what they're projecting as of right now. A lot of things can change. Let's just say really fast here. What if the economy goes into a major recession or major economic contraction? What do you think they're going to do? They're going to print up a ton of money. Trillions of dollars, probably, maybe hundreds of billions of dollars. I highly doubt it's probably going to be in the trillions. What is that going to do? It's going to cause more inflation when that money is distributed and when that money is spent in the economy. What does inflation do? It drives up prices, and it also drives up the COLA, okay? So I'm just simply saying, based on where we are right now in the year, there's a lot of time between now and those three critical months, which are July, August, and September, the third quarter of the year, which determines the COLA for the following year, okay? There's a lot that can happen between now and then. So the number I'm going to share with you here in this video is obviously not written in stone at all. It's just a projection as of right now based on the current inflation data and the most recent trajectory of this inflation. But remember, it could go up substantially this year between now and July, August, and September. So anyway, the report is now suggesting a 1.4% COLA. This would be the lowest percentage COLA that we've received since the 1.3% that we got in 2021. This is what they are projecting as of right now. And again, I want to emphasize that could change, and it probably will change, but that is what we're looking at, 1.4%. Now, let me give you some real numbers behind this really quickly, because we might think, okay, 1.4%, I wonder what that translates into as far as our benefits go. Well, let me just tell you this much. If you're receiving a $1,000 monthly benefit, a 1.4% COLA would be $14 extra per month. That's not much at all, right? $14 per month would be an extra, what is the math on that? $168 a year. That's nothing, okay? For the entire year, could you imagine getting an extra $168? That's nothing, okay? I would anticipate our expenses are going to increase more than $168 for the entire year. If our expenses only went up $168 for the year, I would be like very happy. You know what I mean? I think we'd all be very excited if our expenses only went up $168. But remember this much as well. The Medicare Part B premium is also going to likely increase. We don't know how much. We likely get that announcement sometime in late October or early November. Is generally when we get that announcement as far as how much the Medicare Part B premium will increase. But I would anticipate that's going to go up, I don't know, 3, 4, 5%, something like that. It went up just about 6% this year for 2024, which translated into just under $10, $9.80. So the Medicare Part B premium alone could eat up almost the entire COLA for next year, 2025, if it really does come in at 1.4%. It's going to be rough. Here's the thing, okay? We'll have to see what happens. And again, remember, the 3 most important months, actually the 3 only important months when it comes down to determine how much the COLA will be for next year, 2025, are those 3 months I mentioned earlier, July, August, and September. This is the 3rd quarter of the year. The process is what I've described before in other videos, but basically it's this. On a very simple basis, they take the inflation data from those 3 months, July, August, and September, and they apply it, or they basically compare it to the 3rd quarter of last year, 2023. And the difference between inflation there is how much the COLA is for the following year, 2025. Does that kind of make sense? So they take a year-over-year inflation reading on the 3rd quarter, they compare the difference, and then they basically apply that as the COLA for the following year. A little bit delayed there, right? So we're basically taking inflation data that is stale, old, out-of-date information, and then we're applying it to the following year. Does that really make any sense? Not really, right? Which is why we continue to see the COLAs never keeping up. Which again, by the way, they use the CPIW, where it tracks the inflation or the prices on things that a lot of fixed income beneficiaries don't really spend a lot of money on, like transportation. Well, that's not really where the bulk of fixed income beneficiaries spend their money, right? So anyway, we can talk about all that more in a different video. But again, this is what I want to bring to your attention really quickly here. So if you have not done so, do yourself a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button down below the video. It's totally free to do so. Share the video with your friends on your social media. And as always, go back and check out any of the other thousands and thousands of videos here on the channel, including those in the video library, otherwise those that I have linked down below in the description or at the top of the comment section. And until next time, enjoy your day, take care, have a good one, and I'll catch you again later in the next video. I'll see you for now.